welcome to Liz's book review. Wah, 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 wah. We are going to record No Exit by Taylor Adams. I really liked the book. I thought that it was super spooky. You got a thrill. There were a lot of twists and turns. Some I saw coming, but some I had no flipping clue, dog. Like, it got me. Okay, let's talk about it. So, I got a new book journal, and it asks me dumb questions. So I want to read one of these to you because I thought it was funny. It was like, what are you going to take away from this book? Don't trust a stranger at a truck stop in the middle of nowhere. Because that's where this is set. They hit a big storm. They meet at one of those rest stops. It is just Darby, the main character. This guy, Ashley, who's like, looks like a college student. He's in good shape. This guy, Lars, who turns out is fucking Ashley's brother. They're brothers, but you would have no idea. Ashley's like charming and fake, and Lars is like a total creep. Then there is Ed and some broad. I forget the broad's name, but she turns out to be in on it in the end. Okay, so let's go through it. So Darby has a complicated relationship with her mom. She's in college, and now she's going home for Christmas to see her mother because her mother has cancer.
Okay.
And she goes in for a surgery. She hears from her sister. She gets to this rest stop. There's no way she can drive anymore. She's snowed in during this big storm with these strangers. And the last text she gets from her sister is that, like, she's okay for now, or whatever. Something really simple and annoying. Like, bitch, give me more details. Or mom has cancer and just had surgery, and you're just going to be like, she's fine for now? Shitty sister move, I'm going to say it. Anyways, Darby can't get in touch with her because now she's got no service in this terrifying place, which I feel like is such like a overplayed trope. Like, no cell service? Who has no cells? You know what I mean?
We were just in a place with no cell service.
I made it work. I made it work, okay? Okay. She goes out to her car to look for something, and then she sees a little hand grab the cage inside of the van she's parked next to. And she's like, am I tripping? Did I just fucking see that? Right? She goes inside to think about it some more. Because she's like, am I hallucinating? And then she comes back out. She figures out how to break into the van. She opens up the back, and yeah, there's a little girl back there. And she was kidnapped by who she believes to be only Lars at this point. Not the little girl, but Darby. And Darby goes inside, and she's like, all right, Ashley, I gotta talk to you right now. Passes him a note. They go to the bathroom. She tells him, hey, there's a kid in the back of Lars's van. Fucking, we gotta figure this out. We should bash his skull in. I don't care. I'll kill him if I have to. And then Lars comes in the bathroom, and Ashley's like, let's make out, right? So, by the way, Ashley's a dude. Because they were trying to cover their, like, the fact that they were conspiring against Lars, right? They make out, and then time passes, and we find out that Ashley and Lars are actually brothers. And Ashley tells Darby, if you bring up this child, we're going to kill these other people here. So you better keep your fucking mouth shut. Ashley starts to, like, fall in love with Darby through this because she's a scrappy broad. Can relate. A whole bunch of shit happens. Turns out that Sandy, that's the lady, Ed and Sandy, they're cousins. Sandy is a bus driver for the little girl that was kidnapped. I know. Eventually Darby breaks her out. She gives her a little, like, Swiss Army knife, and the kid fucking saws through the metal bars of the dog cage she's in.
Doable. Let's see that.
She gets out. I mean, it took her a while. She gets out. She goes inside. Sandy is acting like, oh, this little girl's not doing well. Sandy, Ashley, and Lars have conspired together to kidnap this little girl who has, like, a medical condition. They were gonna take her to a storage unit, pick up the medications that she has, and then hold on to her until they could get a ransom, and then they were gonna split the money. We find out that Ed, the recovering alcoholic who is still kind of drunk today, so not really recovering, is the only nice guy here. We fuck with Ed. He puts up a good fight. And I would say the next 50 to 75 pages is all just brutal fighting.
Really?
Yeah. Whether it be, one of them has a gun, fucking Ashley has a nail gun. and loves it. There's actually a quote in here that I really was like, that's so fucked up. I wonder if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Ashley Graver loved the nailer. He supposed for all the things that make it deeply impractical man-killing weapon, he loved it because it was heavy, cumbersome, inaccurate, scary, and gruesome. All artists express themselves through their instruments, right? And I was like, oh, psychopath. So, okay. Eventually, almost everybody dies. And Darby gets away in the end with the little girl. Happy ending.
Ooh.
The sad part is Darby's mom dies while she's trying to save this child.
No.
I know. But other than that, really good book. I'm going to give it 4 stars. And I think that, like, worth the read. It was a good thriller, a lot of twists and turns, super good suspense. The writing is really fun. The author is... I really like the way the author writes, because he writes from the perspective of Darby and also Ashley. And Ashley is the psychopath. I feel like an author who can get into the mind of the scary killer is always, like... It's either make or break for the author.
Yeah.
They either do it right or they are just so off. And this author did it right.
It really feels it's almost hokey when a author can't do a villain very well, because they become this like cartoonish,
Yeah.
like boring thing.
Yeah, with the evil laugh.
That was your best evil laugh?
I mean, I can do my witch cackle. You know that's not cute. Anyways, would recommend. Thanks for tuning in to Liz's Book Reviews. Wow, 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 wow.